Hello, everyone. I hope your day and week are going simply wonderful because why not make it the best that you can with the resources that you have handy? It may happen that tomorrow you may be thinking, oh my God, what was I thinking? I should have done things in a completely different way. However, know that it is a blessing to see this, and instead of you putting so much hate and so much depression maybe into this, you can have this amazing feeling of okay, now I know how not to do next time. I have learned a great lesson, and instead of you putting all this guilt and negative vibration into something that you cannot control anyway, you cannot go back in the past. And I'm telling you this because I know how much it hurts. I have been there so many times, and today's talk is about this. It's about using what you have now and shift that hatred and that resistance, that pressure, the frustration that brings all of your mindset to nowhere. When you feel guilt, when you feel very low, there is nothing that you can do anyway. Having these feelings are not going to take you back in the past and change anything. It is impossible in all ways. What you can do is to change the perspective, change the way that you have seen a problem so far and turn it into a solution. It sounds amazing, right? And it may be easier said than done. I know. I know. It is easier with time. I am doing this since a very long time. I'm an NLP trainer since 5 years now, and it's easy for me to say this, I know. But, however, let me teach you a great trick that gets you to see a problem into a solution because there's no way in this earth, on this earth, to simply move ahead, to evolve, unless you leave all the mental pain, the guilt, the awfulness of not feeling yourself, of not feeling good enough. And when you do this, things are going to change completely. And for me, it has. I'm a very simple person that has started working on my mindset from a very long time. But it's not too long ago that I had to make some very tough decisions with myself on myself, and things have been improving ever since. If I could do this, so can you. Now, let me give you an example. You may be having some thoughts about your business. You may be feeling fearful or frustrated about your competition, something that happens nowadays. This is just an example, and I'm also telling you how I used to think about this. When I would think about competition, I would have this pain in my stomach. My gut would feel very tight. I would be having my heartbeat faster and simply feel stuck and blocked and in a lot of pain. And it's that fear of the unknown, fear of not having an idea of how to put things together in a profitable way, no idea about how things are going to be tomorrow, no idea how to get a client, and fear of failure, a lot of that. And what I decided to do in order to let go of that resistance that I felt in my body, it actually made me sick. I would feel sick when I would think of competition, working in neurolinguistic programming. And was I wrong? Okay. Completely wrong. Competition, let me tell you something before I tell you the solution to this. Competition is a blessing. If there were no competition, you would not give more, you would not give 110% out of you. Competition only makes you feel better, wiser, stronger, wittier, more ambitious to find more, to do more, to find more solutions out there, to give more, to be the best that you can be. And instead of fearing competition, I decided to learn from my competition. And this has been an amazing advantage. And you learning from someone else, whether it's your competition or not, it's not stealing from them. It's inspiring and it's having all that knowledge translated into you and your business through your own filters, background, wisdom, and experience. How amazing is that? How did I reach this conclusion that I need to learn from my competition instead of fearing it? I ask myself this really simple question, and this is something that you can do as well. You don't need to be an NLP trainer, you don't need to have any NLP studies to start working on your mindset so that you can thrive in business, so that you can take the best decisions despite fear and be fulfilled in your professional life. The question I asked myself was this: how can I turn this to my advantage? How can I turn the fear of competition to my advantage? And I got to be writing things down. I swear, I'm showing you a different post-it and notes and papers every time I'm showing this to you because I always use a lot of paper. I know it's not. I'm not the friendliest person ever with trees. However, know that sticky notes and post-its and anything that you can write your thoughts from here and put them there helps tremendously. And as I began asking myself, how can I turn this around to my advantage? I began to have all sorts of thoughts. My mind had this hook now on finding solutions instead of feeling stuck and blocked and not knowing where to go. When you feel like this, you have no clarity, you have no direction, and there's nothing that you can do. It's like being in a foggy place and seeing clouds of mist and fog around you. And it's not too pleasant, is it, when you have no idea if the next step that you're going to take is safe for you. This is how I used to feel. When I put things down, when I write them down, I get clarity and I get answers. Therefore, my fearless friends, always use this wonderful technique to your advantage. Write down the answers that you get to this question. How can I turn things around to my advantage? Whether you have fear of starting your own business, or maybe fear of failing, fear of not being enough in business, fear of not being able to keep your team under your control in your company, whether you have all sorts of limiting beliefs regarding finances, maybe you fear that money is not enough, or maybe one of your limiting beliefs is life is tough, business is tough. How can I turn this around to my advantage? Ask yourself this for the most amazing answers that your mind can produce when you give it the chance to do this. Remember to always use questions when you feel that things are not going your way, because it means that you need some new answers, you need some new focus in your life, some new projects, some new opportunities, and you can only do this by using your rational mind to its fullest. Ask yourself the right questions and get genius answers from yourself to yourself. Let me know how this goes for you and what are some amazing answers that you have given yourself while answering these very easy to put in practice questions. How can I put this to my advantage? How can I turn this around to my advantage? And if you want more, when you want more, go to my website, roxanapopet.com, and get the 7-step guide to permanently conquer your fears, which you will simply adore. It is a great visualizing exercise that shows you how to keep your mind under your control, and it gives you the metaphor showing you how to be able to shift your mindset so that it serves you fully. See fear from a different perspective and start living your life fully. I hope you have an awesome day ahead, and I will see you very soon.